Hi there, this is Nidhi Pandya, your everyday Ayurveda as well as wellness expert. The Charak Samhita, which is the oldest Ayurvedic text, states that the root cause of health, disease, and life is Agni. What is this Agni? In its literal sense, Agni means fire, but in our body, Agni is represented as the digestive fire. Somebody who has a very well balanced Agni can extract the nutrients out of the foods he consumes with very little effort. Agni is responsible for building healthy tissue, for supporting immunity, and for the overall health of a person's body. Agni is also responsible for keeping our body temperature warm at 37 degrees Celsius. Agni is the reason why you can go in really cold weather and still have the same temperature inside. Agni or absence of Agni leads to death, and this is the reason why your body turns cold at the time of death. So how are we to assess the state of our Agni? Agni can be imbalanced in one of three ways, and most of us with our current lifestyles probably have imbalanced Agnis. So how are we going to assess what kind of imbalance our Agni has? The first type of imbalance your Agni could have would be weak Agni. Weak Agni means low digestive fire. This is a situation where your body or your Agni cannot fully break down whatever you consume. It's like trying to cook food on a very, very low flame. And when this happens, the person who has low Agni feels a very dull appetite. You feel full even without consuming much. You feel like people around you are eating more calories, but you're putting on more weight and feeling more lethargic. If low Agni keeps going on for a very long period of time, a person could end up being obese. So how are you going to take care of a situation where you feel like you have low Agni? Firstly, eat smaller quantities of food. Make sure that it's always well cooked in ghee or another healthy fat. Always spice your food with Agni kindling spices such as pepper, ginger, saunf, ajwain. Follow up heavy meals with teas. Avoid heavy meals if you can. Heavy meals, junk food, they're best avoided for a person with low Agni. Some kind of cardio exercise which builds up heat and Agni in your body would probably be helpful. The second type of Agni is Agni that is too strong. Just because Agni is strong doesn't mean it's good for you. It's like cooking your food on a very high flame and burning all the nutrients. So people who have very high Agni do exactly that. They have very poor nutrient absorption and they have undernourished tissue. They may also experience insatiable appetite. They're always hungry and they feel strong cravings for sugar. They may also experience other heat symptoms like sometimes mouth ulcers, burning in their stools, burning during digestion, just an overall feeling of heat and queasiness in their bodies. So when you have very strong Agni, it is important to avoid fried, spicy foods and instead replace them with nourishing, cooling foods like rice, ghee, milk, fennel, mint, coriander. These are all pacifying foods for somebody who has really strong fire. Also, deep relaxation and Chandrabadi pranayam, you can easily look these up on YouTube. They're very good for somebody who has very strong fire. Now, the third type of imbalance, which is probably the hardest to catch and the hardest to treat, is volatile Agni, which is sometimes you basically interchange between periods of extreme hunger and extreme fullness. Even in your stomach, you may experience constipation sometimes, you may have loose stools sometimes, and you're confused about what's really going on there. But what is really happening is there's a lot of wind, there's a windy gaseous situation in your stomach. So you may experience bloating, you may experience stomach pains, dry skin, joint pains, muscle cramps. And when you have this kind of a situation, this is still possible to fix. One of the most important things for you to do is get regular oil massages with a nourishing oil like sesame oil or olive oil. At the same time, in terms of food, avoid raw and light foods, no salads, no popcorn. Instead, consume foods cooked in good fats like coconut oil or ghee. Eat heavy, dense, nourishing foods. The other thing that you can do if you have very volatile Agni is yoga. Yoga and Anulom Vilom both do a great job of balancing Agni. So, before we choose healthy foods or we say something is a superfood and we consume it, it is very important to determine the state of your Agni and see whether that food is right or it's even possible for your Agni to digest. Restore your Agni. Learn to tune into your body and find out at what level is your Agni functioning, so that you can keep the flame of your life burning. Thank you.